Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. This is your general Celtic cross reading for between the 16th and the 30th of September 2017. For this I am using my usual Rider-Waite tarot deck, and also I am using my Angel Answers Doreen Virtue. Okay, so for your advice card at the end. So without further ado, let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. Universe, Spirit, show me what's coming in. What are the energies around Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs? Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. What are the energies around Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs? Show me the energies between the 16th and the 30th of September around Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Show me what the energies are around Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Show me. What are the energies around Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs? Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs between the 16th and the 30th of September 2017. Show me. Okay, I'm going to split that deck into three, collect it back up, and what we'll do, alright, Page of Wands. Alright, so you guys might have something of a new beginning, some form of a new beginning coming in here. Okay. Right. You guys should be feeling really happy right now, Sagittarius. You've got the Nine of Cups. This is in the you now position, so it might be that you've achieved something, it might be that a wish has come true. This is beside the Star and the Magician. Often it's a manifestation card. It shows when you're achieving something, it shows when you're feeling emotionally content. But I think that you guys have achieved something here. I think that something good has come to you guys, and I think this is why you're feeling kind of like, yeah, I feel really good. You know, this is a really good card to get. This is you guys right now, which is the Nine of Cups energy. As a result of that, the focus will be on the Page of Wands energy, okay? So the Page of Wands could be, as a result of you guys feeling really, really smug, it's factoring through to the energies around you, being that it's about either a good news message with that Page of Wands, or perhaps with the Page of Wands, you guys are looking to set out on somewhat of an adventure. Sometimes this is about a new creative journey that you're going through. Sometimes this is about travel, changing locations with that Page of Wands energy, exploring something new and exciting. Because in the distant past, you've got the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups represents a new opportunity that might have come to you, a fresh beginning, fresh start with the Ace of Cups energy. Could be a relationship. But in the recent past, you guys might have been celebrating, you've got that Three of Cups. The influences around you, it's either a commitment or it's something to do with religion, university, education, health with that Hierophant energy, advice. The most likely outcome though is either going to be financial gain, I feel, with this Four of Pentacles, or it will be with the Four of Pentacles, maybe the energies of standing back or holding back. Often represents gain though, the Four of Pentacles. So it might be that you're gaining something here. In its worst scenario, you're holding back from something. You've got a King of Cups showing up here. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person coming in. Sagittarians, alright. If it's not a person, then this is all about feeling emotionally balanced and sitting in your emotional logic. So making decisions from a very emotionally balanced and intellectual perspective. You're going to experience the Four of Cups though coming in. Influences coming in of the Four of Cups, and this can often be when you're feeling unhappy or you're feeling uncertain about something. There's an offer there, but there is the need to contemplate that. Fears might be rushing in too quickly because you've got the Knight of Swords. The outcome is showing us the Six of Pentacles. This card represents being given something, being offered an opportunity, receiving assistance, but also it's the card of often promotions, when you're receiving money, for example, or you're receiving some form of an opportunity, especially in terms of work. We'll check that card out in the outcome in a moment. I want to see why you guys are the Nine of Cups. Why is Sagittarius the Nine of Cups between the 16th and the 30th of September? Why is Sagittarius the Nine of Cups between the 16th and the 30th of September? Show me. Alright, I think that you're feeling happy because of Judgment. I think something, you've received maybe a second chance on something here, Sagittarius. So I feel that you're feeling really happy and quite smug because the Judgment card represents a second chance. It might be that you guys are feeling really happy because something that had taken a long time to come to fruition has suddenly, and this would be something that you knew about, because the Judgment card often means, you see the people here on the card, they are really just a metaphor for situations that have been sort of under the radar for a long time, and suddenly they spring up. So it might be that you're feeling happy because you've received contact from somebody that you haven't heard from in a long time, or you might be receiving a second chance on a situation here. In your foundation is the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, fresh starts, but also new love. Can you tell us a little bit more about this Ace of Cups? What is this Ace of Cups about in Sagittarius' foundation? Show me. Alright, so there's love with the King of Pentacles, could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I think that you guys are feeling really happy because you've received a call out of the blue. It might be with the Judgment card. Judgment often shows us call out of the blue, contact out of the blue, contact somebody you haven't heard from in a long time. Could also be the renewal of something here. It seems to be in your foundation. There's love with a King of Pentacles. Can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, might be a dark-haired person, male or female, or might be just somebody who's come back to you in a far more stable way. In the recent past, you guys have been celebrating with that Three of Cups. Let's have a look. What do you mean by the Three of Cups as being in Sagittarius' recent past? Why is the Three of Cups being in Sagittarius' recent past? Show me. Alright, so there's a celebration here, but it's because of the Emperor. So the celebration could be something about laying new foundations, building something stronger than what it was. It might be that you're celebrating with this Three of Cups energy because you're feeling far more stable, far more secure with the Emperor energy, but also you might be feeling a hell of a lot more confident with this Emperor energy showing here. Influences around you are the Hierophant. Why are the influences around Sagittarius, the Hierophant? Why are the influences around Sagittarius, the Hierophant? Show me. Because of the Two of Wands. Okay. So the influences around you are, I think that this is really saying, it could be a Taurus person. It might be somebody who's advising you as well. Or it might be something to do with your own conventional wisdom. Because when we look at the Hierophant, it's either a card that represents advice from a higher source, so God, universe, spirit, prayer. It could also represent somebody in your life who has your best intentions at heart, that gives you the best advice. A family figure, for example, a very close friend with that Hierophant energy. Or it could represent your own spiritual wisdom. What are your own ideologies on life? What are your own sense of belief? It represents dogma, conventional ideas that one has. But that's because with this Two of Wands energy, I feel that you guys have a decision to make. You're at a little bit of a crossroads. So I feel that you're either seeking advice from someone who's really good at giving some brilliant guidance, who really has your best interests at heart, or it might be that you're tapping into your own spiritual growth, your own spiritual self-awareness, maybe with that Hierophant energy, Sagittarius, because I think that you might be at a little bit of a crossroads in terms of this situation, wondering which way to go. It might be that you've got some form of a decision to make, which is why the energies around you are this Page of Wands. Why is the energies around Sagittarius the Page of Wands? Why is the energies around Sagittarius the Page of Wands? Show me. Because of the Six of Cups. Okay, so the energies around you with this Page of Wands, I feel, is about taking that leap of faith. The Page of Wands is like the Fool in a way. The Page of Wands is all about excitement, and it's all about enthusiasm, and it's all about joy. So I feel that, you know, here we've got the influences around you about seeking some form of spiritual guidance with that Hierophant, because I do feel that you're kind of a little bit at a crossroads with this Two of Wands energy showing here, which is why the energies around you are that maybe for some of you guys with this Page of Wands card, you're just seeking some form of enjoyment with the Page of Wands because of the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups shows you guys reconnecting. And we do have you're feeling happy because of a judgment or because of judgment. And I think this is something that you've been, where somebody's contacted you from the past, or it's to do with a second time around relationship in which the energies around you will be for that last 2 weeks in September, just having enjoyment, a sense of fun, a sense of childlike exploration in terms of this sort of, you know, innocent, sweet relationship. And when you get judgment in Six of Cups, especially in the same reading or side by side, it often does represent a past relationship coming back to life with the judgment energy. The most likely outcome will be the Four of Pentacles as a result of this energy. Why is the most likely outcome for Sagittarius the Four of Pentacles? Show me. Because of the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I think the most likely outcome from the way that the reading is looking is some of you guys might be wanting to hold back a little bit with that Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles means many things. It means somebody's being private. It means with the Four of Pentacles somebody's holding back. They're resistant to change. It can mean somebody's holding on. But I think that this is more about, especially if the energies around you are having fun, with that Six of Cups energy here. And Six of Cups is about youth and a youthful, joyous, carefree relationship. And I think that this is all about, and both cards represent childlike energy. So I feel that the energies around you guys are about a childlike relationship here between you and another individual, Sagittarius. But the influences on why that is the way it is because you've got some concerns here. You're seeking some spiritual guidance from a friend, family member, from yourself. Because I feel with the Two of Wands, you're kind of at a bit of a crossroads. Because there's been happiness here for you guys. You guys are really happy. It's some form of a reconnection with that Judgment energy second time around. But it shows love with an individual. There's no sort of backstabbing cards or anything. But for some reason, I think that what we're looking for is why the energies around this relationship are staying at a very childlike energy, a sort of fun and enthusiasm energy in terms of relationship and not anything really too solid or too serious. And that's because I feel with this Hierophant, it could either be that this Hierophant is saying that the commitment, there's a commitment here, but it's because of the Two of Wands. It might be that it's early stages, for example, because the Two of Wands represents something that's an early stage. It represents that this person has a goal that they want to attain, but it's a very, very early stage card. So it might be that their energies around you are, there is a commitment, but it might be with this Two of Wands, it's in its very early stages. For some of you guys, it might be that you're seeking some form of higher guidance because you're kind of like a little bit, and especially as I feel there's a reconnection going on here for some of you guys with an individual. So this is somebody that you've known before. So it's either that something went awry with the relationship in the past, because I'm seeing a reconnection here with that Judgment energy. So I think something went awry in the recent past. And I feel that you have in the distant past. And I feel that recently you have been enjoying yourself. You've been feeling the most happiness, that Three of Cups, because of the Emperor. Because things seem to be putting themselves into balance. When you get the Emperor card, it also means that you're creating order. So I feel that there is celebration and happiness around the order that's being created within your life, Sagittarius. But nevertheless, the influences are that it could be that this commitment with the Hierophant is at an early stage with the Two of Wands, or it might be a commitment. The influences around you are needing to seek some form of spiritual guidance from yourself or others, because it might be that if this is a second time around relationship, which I feel it is for a lot of you guys, that, you know, with this Two of Wands, you're at a little bit of a crossroads in terms of it. You have a decision to make with this Two of Wands, which is why it might be that you guys possibly would look to hold back a little bit, go into self-protection mode because of the Three of Pentacles. In trying to prove, you know, it's a weird one because you've got this because of this, the Three of Pentacles. It might be that you're holding back a little bit with the Four of Pentacles, because the relationship is at the early stages in terms of its development with that Three of Pentacles energy. In the immediate future, there's a King of Cups showing up. So why is the King of Cups showing up for Sagittarius in the immediate future? Why is the King of Cups showing up in the immediate future for Sagittarius? Show me. Right, so there's a person showing up here, and I feel that with this Two of Pentacles, it might be that there is somebody else around you guys. This could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male or female. And this person is showing up because of the Two of Pentacles energy. So it might be a friend, or it might be another person in the frame here. It could be because there is still a sense of feeling unstable within this situation with whoever this King of Pentacles energy is. It might be that this person is showing up to give you words of wisdom, words of kindness, words of love, words of support. Either that because you're managing two relationships here, Sagittarius, or because you feel a slight instability in whatever this situation is. because I feel that you're treating something like it's fun. The energies are about having fun in a young, fruitful, enjoyable relationship with that Six of Cups. But I feel that you hold back because this relationship with that Three of Pentacles is in its early stages of development. Okay, showing up here. It might also be that you're holding back because that Three of Pentacles could be telling us that you've got a choice between two people. This person here sometimes can have a choice between two people here. And that's why it might be that in the immediate future is that there's somebody that's showing up here, a King of Pentacles. Could be because you're weighing up who you want. Do you want the King of Pentacles or do you want the King of Cups? Coming in, you'll experience the Four of Cups. Why is Sagittarius experiencing the Four of Cups coming in? Why is Sagittarius experiencing the King of Cups showing up? Sorry, the Four of Cups coming in, show me. Because of the Magician. I think that you're not believing somebody's words. Alright? I think that if this is somebody showing up because they're supporting you, because you're kind of feeling a little bit unstable at whatever this situation is, because we can see here with the Hierophant that either a commitment maybe is at the early stages with that Two of Wands, or you're seeking some guidance because you're kind of, you know, with this Two of Wands, in between, you know, it could be three things really. It could be the influences are that you're seeking some spiritual guidance here. Because with the Two of Wands, you guys are kind of at a crossroads in this situation. You're uncertain. Could also be that this is a commitment at its early stages, but I feel that it could also be that the influences are around a commitment. No, I'm not going to say the third thing because of the Two of Wands. Could be that this person's committed to you with that Hierophant because they're at a crossroads in their relationship potentially. Who knows? But I think if there's somebody else around you, this King of Pentacles, and they're already in something that with somebody else that they're at a crossroads with, it might be, as a result of that, what we find in the immediate future, a King of Cups here. And that person showing up because of the Two of Pentacles. Either you're kind of tussling two people as well, or this person is showing up to give you some undivided love, attention and support because you're kind of feeling a little bit imbalanced concerning whoever this person is that you've reconnected with, Sagittarius. And therefore, it might be that what you're expressing to the King of Cups is that you're uncertain with this Four of Cups. You're uncertain of starting anything with this individual, this King of Pentacles, because of the Magician. It might be you don't trust this person. The Magician is an actor. Somebody creates illusions through their ideas and the words that they say. Your hopes or fears are the Knight of Swords. Why are Sagittarius' hopes or fears the Knight of Swords? Why are Sagittarius' hopes or fears the Knight of Swords? Show me. Right, your hopes or fears are the Knight of Swords, and I feel that this is rushing in with this Knight of Swords. And why is that? Because there was a previous breakup, I feel, with this Tower energy. And the outcome shows as the Six of Pentacles. Why is the outcome the Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Why is the outcome the Six of Pentacles for the Sagittarius? Show me. Alright, so I think that some of you guys will partially invest in this situation with the Six of Pentacles energy. Alright, because of the Seven of Cups. And I think that this represents for me that you're very indecisive. Seven of Cups means to be indecisive, it means to be confused. So I think that you'll partially invest in this situation because there is a lot of confusion here. I'm going to see what this confusion is about. What is this confusion about with the Seven of Cups? What is this confusion about with the Seven of Cups? Show me. Well, I feel that you'll partially invest in this situation because I feel that there's some indecisiveness or confusion, possibly over this individual's feelings, because the King of Swords usually means somebody who is emotionally distant. So it might be, and it's not a love card, the King of Swords. So I feel that you guys will partially invest, but you're not going to give all of yourself with that Six of Pentacles energy. Alright, and that's because I feel that you're confused, you're indecisive, possibly about how somebody actually feels about you with that King of Swords energy. Okay, we're going to go through the reading again. You guys are feeling like the cat that got the cream with the Nine of Cups. I think there's been a reconnection, or somebody may have contacted you from the past with the Judgment energy. Because in the distant past, there was love with the King of Pentacles, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody who was quite dark, maybe in colour, could have been black, or it could have been dark haired or something like that, or just somebody who was possibly had the appearance of being quite stable as an individual. And I think this is the person that's come back. In the recent past, you guys have been feeling overjoyed, happy, feeling there's a sense of an agreement as well. It might be in the recent past with this person, you guys have agreed as well with that Three of Cups. Maybe to start building something and putting things into order finally with that Emperor energy. The influences though around you guys are either that this commitment I feel with the Hierophant energy is in its early stages with this Two of Wands energy. I feel that it could also be you've been seeking some spiritual guidance from others, from yourself, because it might be that you're at a little bit of a crossroads, you've got a decision to make. It might be that you're still seeking guidance. It might be that you've got a decision to make between two people, especially if that King of Cups is factoring into the situation here. Or it might be that the influences are around you a commitment, but it might be this commitment is showing up because of the Two of Wands. The influences might be somebody needs to make a decision on a commitment, and it might be the King of Pentacles if he's with somebody else or if you're with somebody else. Which is why I feel the energies around you will be treating this relationship like a bit of fun. Page of Wands energy. Because I think it's somebody that you're reconnecting with. They might have a past, they might have had somebody else in the past as well. I think you're treating it as a bit of fun because of the Six of Cups. And I think the Six of Cups represents growth and emotional development. So I feel that you're treating it as a bit of fun because the Six of Cups, it's a lovely relationship. You're having the best time with this individual. But I feel the most likely outcome will be that with the Four of Pentacles, some of you guys will try and hold back just a little bit with this Four of Pentacles because this relationship is in its early stages of development with that Three of Pentacles energy. What you'll experience coming in is a King of Cups. Some of you guys, it could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or somebody who's actually showing unconditional love because of the Two of Pentacles. It might be somebody that you're seeing, another individual, because you're uncertain about this King of Pentacles energy. It could, however, just be somebody who can offer you emotional support because you're unsure or you're feeling unstable about this person that's come back into your life. What you'll experience, I feel, is uncertainty with that Four of Cups as to whether you want to start a relationship because of the Magician. And I think that this is something to do with whatever this King of Pentacles is saying to you, how this person's communicating with you, whether you actually believe what this person actually says. Because the Magician is a brilliant card, but it also represents somebody communicating an illusion to you. So they want you to believe in something that they say. He's a brilliant salesman, for example. Your hopes or fears will be rushing in with that Knight of Swords because I think there was a breakup with this situation in the past, especially as you've seen with that Judgment card, Knight of Cups, to be quite smug because you're reconnecting or you're hearing from someone again. The outcome shows, I feel, that you guys will partially invest with that Six of Pentacles energy in this relationship because I think that you're very confused. And it might be that you're confused by this person's words, how they're communicating with you, or it might be that you're confused because you still find the person to be, made with this King of Swords, quite emotionally distant. So it doesn't show in the reverse as a liar, the King of Swords, but you're still confused by this person's words. And I think if you're confused, if the King of Swords is saying that you're confused by this person's actions, their communication to you, how they're communicating very clearly, very openly, it might be that that's why influence is coming in, is that you're uncertain because of the way the person's speaking to you, what they're communicating. Is what they're communicating to you the truth, or is it simply an illusion? Which is why in the outcome I feel that you guys are partially investing in this situation because you're confused about perhaps about what the truth actually is with this King of Swords as well. Let's get the advice card for you guys. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Sagittarius in this reading? What is the advice that you have for Sagittarius in this reading? Show me. It says, if you believe. Alright, let me put those ones back in juggle again. It didn't make any sense. Universe Spirit, what do you say if they believe? So I asked you for advice. What do you mean by if you believe for Sagittarius? It says, if you believe in this person, then you need to trust them. Okay, because you've got, if you believe, trust. So what you do with the angel cards is you fill in the gaps. This is obviously saying, if you believe in what this person is saying to you, Sagittarius, you need to trust them on it, okay? Depends. If you don't, then that's the way it is. Okay, that's your reading, Sagittarius. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for judging me. Where did that come from? Thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll see your love readings right next door, and I'll see you guys again in October. Take care.